Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Casual Station Review. Yeah, cool. Roid, because I've been playing on Roid recently, and there's a lot I want to talk about on Roid here. So, Roid is conceptually a very simple map. It's a, you know, normal space station slapped into a giant goddamn asteroid. And, well, first of all, let's just talk about the asteroid part of it because it's admittedly a little boring. Like, for reference, this asteroid is not that interesting. Like, for example, other maps have used their, you know, asteroid status, the fact that they're in an asteroid, to create interesting spaced areas that do unique things. This is just a bunch of rock 90% of the time. Like, those interesting loot we have is wizard robes, wizard hat, a shuttle building area, which a lot of stations have anyway, a room with an orb in it, which is a very common sight on maps that have the external space loot, a boxing ring, which actually has its own path to it, which you can easily unspace with a little bit of steel and some gusto, as these doors are actually all access, which is pretty cool. I actually like this. This is a good area. I like this. And a bone room and a room that's probably a reference like Outer Wilds or something, I assume. I have no idea. So, admittedly, the Roid aspect of it could not exist, and not much would change. It's a little bit underbaked, I will say. Oh wait, sorry. There's another room here with a bunch of bears and corpses in it, which is big whoop. As for the actual station design, we have a couple good things and a couple bad things. So let's start with the good. This security, no, not the security, the science area for how compact it is actually really well done. While I would appreciate the, big imposing anomaly machine having its own, proper setup, I do appreciate a couple other things in this station. First of all, the research director's room is actually rather well done for its size. I've seen a lot worse done with a 4x4 room that I have here. I also like the front area quite a bit. It actually has a functioning table alongside not being the only entrance to science. And I am also a fan of the artifact room here. This artifact room actually comes preloaded with a way to space it, despite the fact that it's an internal, area of the station, and a rather sizable place to work with in case of blood spills, etc., as well as having an actual, which I can't believe I'm saying this, it has an actual goddamn artifact containment chamber. I don't know why this is shocking to me these days, but it is. It is, sadly. It is. Yeah. The robotics room is good enough. I prefer this to be here, but whatever. I am a fan of the surgical kit here, as a lot of science departments just have a surgical table but no actual tools to work with. So this is actually done properly. Although I feel like we could easily have a door here, but whatever. Back break room that also serves as the containment for a couple generators, which is a why not issue, as well as a back entrance that leads directly to the AI core, which, all right, time to get complaining. The station science department is about the only good thing I like. The actual, it's about the only thing I actually like in this station. The rest of it is just kind of ugh. So, comms in the AI core. Why? Comms is not an AI core thing. Comms can be on the AI satellite, but there's no way for an engineer to actually access the communications area, which also has the resource silo, which will be used often by many people to use the very, very fucking basic thing of connecting new lathes to it. Why? Also, this generator and the way this is designed ensures that there is no way to cut power to comms. Ever. Comms should be sabotageable and repairable. Comms should not be this bunker and this consistent thing that's not meant to be tampered with easily. This sucks. This bathroom has way too many goddamn mats. It has plasma glass. Like, what are these mats, dude? Like, come on. If you want a bathroom, put it somewhere else that isn't the goddamn maintenance tunnels and have actually useful designs for it. You know, not plasma glass, actual usable materials for repairs, which is the whole point. Uh, let's go to security. This perma brig is terrible. This is the worst perma brig I've ever seen, and this is essentially telling a prisoner just censored. Yeah, I probably have to censor that word, but just don't play. This perma sucks. This is the worst perma I've ever seen. Like, there's not even a cryo chamber in here. Come on. The design of sec itself just sucks. Like, for reference, Warden's office is right here. We have this little, like, turd sticking out here for a front desk, which is just stupid. Warden's office could easily just be here. We could also just get rid of this entire front entrance, frankly, and just make this, like, extend a little further to form an actual barrier, but, you know, instead we have these two stupid guard posts, which security is a department. This is not a prison. This entire back room, like hallway mix, is stupid and never gets used. The armory is in a weird location that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't really understand why this is like this. Why are these so blurry? What the fuck? Why are those so blurry? The interrogation room here sucks. There's a flasher here for some goddamn reason. And this brig is all right, but it's kind of overshadowed by the fact that the rest of this sucks. The head of security's office is good enough, I suppose. Sure, yeah, it's fine. I don't know why their office is bigger than every other departmental head office, but sure, whatever. Engineering. This engineering department just sucks. I'm sorry, it just does. Like, okay. First off, plasma in CE room. Why? That's not needed. And then we have the super matter room, which this is a basic super matter room, and I don't really have anything to complain about here, except for one thing: the distance from atmospherics. For reference, actually, no, not even most, all supermatter setups require the connection of at least one of these miners to the supermatter in order to keep the goddamn thing from delaminating itself because it consumes gases. What is this distance? And I'll get to how to fix this in a second. For now, though, front tool room slash break room slash whatever the fuck this is. This sucks. This break room just sucks. Why does engineering share a break room with the bartenders and the chef? For fuck's sake. Okay, another thing. Why is the station anchor behind Atmos? Also, this Atmos area just sucks. It's way too cramped, and the solars are connected to Atmos exclusively. This entire engineering department needs redesign. Here's what you do. First off, move SM from here, put it here. Move all of Atmos to replace this giant rock blob. Give engineering more room to breathe. Redesign every other room around that. Atmos is now next to the SM, and the Atmos Barracks has more room to work with. And this doesn't feel like a cramped shithole to exist in anymore. Seriously, this is the most cramped I've ever seen a thing, like in Space Station, and it's not good. It's not like a cramp that's like interesting to work around because all of these are reinforced walls. So if you want to fix any part of this or make it any better to exist in, you have to tear down reinforced walls. Why? Not every wall needs to be a reinforced wall, for fuck's sake. Also, this TEG, this has pipes under it that you cannot see around start because we have this stupid, like, tiling around it. Why are there tilings on a TEG? Don't ask me. Remove them. Flat out. This right here sucks. Like, just why is there a corner to a spaced object? That doesn't make sense in canon or out of canon. Or in basic design. It just looks stupid. Um, yeah, cool. I'm gonna move on. Cargo. This salvage area could easily be a one-door thing, but it's not for some goddamn reason. These could be windows here, but they're not. This cargo bay is tiny, despite having all the space in the world to work with. This break room, again, way too many mats. There are way too many mats around start in pretty much every single part of this station. Like, for reference, the vault here, which, first of all, this vault sucks. This is a tiny vault for no goddamn reason. The vault needs to be much bigger. And also, not exposed to the entire crew via exclusively reinforced glass. Seriously, one guy with a friggin' axe can break through this in 2 seconds. Not good. But again, excuse me, there are way too many mats in this entire station. Cargo's front desk. I do like the idea behind this conveyor belt running all the way through, but you need at least one here. Like, come on. Put another belt here. Extend it all the way. Come on. QM's office is tiny, but whatever. It's good enough, I suppose. Back, sure, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, salvage doesn't have their own, you know, disposals unit. First of all, this is disposals, obviously, blah, blah, blah. So, second off, this should not exist. For reference, this is a pipe that will shoot people directly into space. These should not exist on any map. They make disposing of bodies way too goddamn simple. In addition, if you're going to have a disposals unit right here and just extend south, make south have a door like right here or something, and frankly, remove this air alarm. Disposals really doesn't need its own goddamn atmospherics thing, especially for a room this goddamn tiny. Come on. What are we doing here? Yeah, just like put a door here or give Salve their own, grinder. The chapel is actually kind of nice. I kind of like the chapel. It's pretty simple design, but it serves its purpose. Rest of the station. Okay, this bridge has so many problems. Okay, first of all, one door to break into Cap's office to steal the captain ID. Not a wall, one door. This is a public access. I believe this is a public access maintenance tunnel. If it's not, my apologies. But that should not be a thing. You shouldn't be able to do one door to get all access ever. Except on like Reach or something. Which is Reach. Who cares? The bridge design itself I actually kind of like. This is pretty good as a bridge design goes. Then you have this conference room, which probably wondering what's the issue with the conference room. This is all access. There is no command restricted conference room. This is just another room. For some godforsaken reason. Further issues in this Hops area. It's just kind of I don't know how to put this. I don't like it, but I don't know why. Why don't I like this? The curtains are weird, but that's not it. Oh, the amount of windows. That's the issue. Okay, Hop's office is an office they should step into the line, communicate with them, whatever. These windows here provide access to seeing into a head of personnel office that really doesn't need to be seen into except from the front. And that just doesn't feel right. Having these open just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Yeah. Front bar area. This bar is good enough. I don't know why there's a camera router in here, but sure, good enough. I actually am kind of a fan of the open concept that's going on here. This kitchen way too cramped. This body is cause you to be jutted to the right a bit. Give even an extra tile of space to the kitchen, but whatever. whatever, whatever. Um, yeah, I actually kind of like this open concept here, even if it's a bit boring. There needs to be more decal work done generally around the station here. Like the amount of dirt and grime is good enough, but places like this exist that just feel barren without proper decal usage. Which, again, decals should be designed around the station and the way it's designed and formed and shaped. But here we see very basic decal work combined with very strange station design that just makes it feel like, look at this. This doesn't feel good to look at, I guess. Court is serviceable. I'm not sure what the fuck this is here, but it's serviceable. Detective's office is in maintenance. Again, why are we doing this? Detective is a part of security, not a guy to be shoved into the maintenance tunnels. Disrespectful. Medical. This sucks. This med bay just sucks. For reference, we have a surgical area over here, which could easily be just accessible from the hall. Just, period. Don't know why we do this, but whatever. We have the stupidest and tiniest morgue I've ever seen, which for a station of this size, which is more like this size, you need a bigger morgue. You're gonna have more corpses than that. A virology area, which who cares? It's virology. I really don't give a shit. Cloud in my room, shoved in maids, which sure, whatever. If you're running out of space, but I really don't think you should be running out of space here. Again, this is a simple loop of publicly accessible hallways that lead. They kind of just designed yourself into a corridor by centering around the bridge. Like this bridge needs to either be a fair bit bigger or redesign it so that different department is center. Something that requires a lot more size. And personally, I don't know what department I choose to be center here, or if I choose a department at all. Frankly, you could turn this into just all of the service departments. Like, just move all of service here, do that engineering redesign here I talked about here, and then shove like excuse me, security or something in here. Oh, I got the hiccups. Ah, help! I got the hiccups. Yeah. Anyway, this medical room just sucks. Either pick one. Do we have separated individual things or just a giant triage room? You can only have one. Try to do both like this results in just a whole bunch of crap that doesn't need to exist. And the whole point of this, frontal meeting area, this will never be used because of this door right here. You need to either have the frontal area be here and a separate area for the triage area, or separate rooms like this, like what Core does. Either way, no. Also, CMO's room is done with basic steel walls, which it's a head office. Come on. Chem is small, but sure, whatever. Cryo is way too far back as well. And also, like, this cryogenics area needs to be like here or something. It's way too far back to actually be used properly. This is evac for reference, which is it's a fine evac area. I don't really care. Something I will complain about though. These white tiles being all over the station does nothing to designate different vibes of the station. This area feels the exact same as this part, feels the exact same as medical, feels the exact same as arrivals. Which also, I like trees. This is a bit much. This actively obscures whatever the hell is going on here. Like, again, from our character's point of view, this looks completely fine. But from our view, this blocks off a lot of sight. I am a fan of the airport style conveyor here though. That is a nice touch. I believe that's about it actually. Yeah, again, small station, but yeah. There's a lot I do not like, but a lot can be done with it. Frankly, I believe that this area should be carved out and made to give just act as sort of another major hallway. Like here, punch a hole here, major hallway here, do a lot more with it. I don't like the concept of Roid is cool. The execution is just a cramped, boring space station taped with a bunch of rocks taped to it. Like, you could do so much more. It's like a not cog. It's like a core situation here where the concept is baller as hell, really fucking cool, but not enough is being done with it. Like, Matt Baker, I feel like you're scared of making something people won't like, and instead like, okay, you're afraid of making a station that people will dislike, so you end up making a station nobody likes. And again, we have a million milquetoast stations. We have meta core, which yeah, core, despite its stupid, despite its interior singularity design, is still boring as shit. We have marathon, core, meta, box, bagel, somewhat. Like, we have enough boring milquetoast stations that all play very similarly. That's not fair to throw in bagel there. Actually, bagel doesn't really count for that, but you could, like, even though I disagree, some people call fland boring. We have enough boring basic stations to where you can do something more interesting, and if people don't like it, redesign. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. I'd like to thank. Actually, I'm gonna do this in post. Bye. To my channel members who are Loltart, Flabbergaster, Some Kitty Cat, Northstar, Plancha43, Weapons Warder, Philbin Timo, Admiral Obviously, and Sather Chlapin. Become a channel member below, support what I do, blah, yeah, cool. Video, bye, subscribe, yeah, the usual YouTube crap. Go watch something else. Go watch, like, some Lilton Head stuff. He makes good stuff. I don't know.